Happy Wednesday, guys. I am Ryan, Michigan Storm Chasers here. We have another forecast package to share with you guys with more snow on the way and an end to the brutal cold on the horizon, perhaps a warm up into the future as well. Forecast package coming your way here shortly. Before I get to it, though, I'd like to give a shout out to our Patreon page. For those of you who want more in depth forecasts on a daily basis that breaks things down in detail, also first access to our traffic maps, our impact arrows, and our snow forecast, and even zoomed in maps, feel free to support us on Patreon. Just want to pop in here and give you guys a little bit behind the scenes look at what this looks like. For example, we just put our traffic forecast out 3 hours ago before it went live on the page publicly. Today's write-up by Alex was a little bit further down here. Click it, just kind of walk you guys through it here. It starts with the current conditions, some pictures around the area, traffic conditions, what's going on the roads, goes into temperature forecast, kind of writes up what to expect, time frame, stuff like that. It's very detailed, walks you through these days, keeps you up to date with systems coming in the future as well. Highly recommend checking it out if you guys want more advanced info. Link is up at the top of the screen, patreon.com/Michigan Storm Chasers. The lowest cost here is $2 a month or 6 cents a day. Helps us out a lot. But again, nothing here is paywalled. All this is just extra stuff we're giving out for people who choose to support us monetarily. Without further ado, though, let's go ahead and dive into the full forecast package here. Starting with the title screen, as we always do, what we're looking at for today, which is January 22nd, Wednesday. Snow is going to ramp back up. Hazardous cold is almost gone. We're in the very last leg of this cold snap. So key points today in today's forecast. Lake effect snow will ramp back up for Wednesday and Thursday. I'll get to the forecast here in just a second. Number 2, winds will be stronger today. It will cause additional blowing and drifting of snow, and also low visibility in spots. And again, I'll show you guys where exactly to expect those here in a second. Number 3, dangerous wind chills are occurring. I got a live forecast or a live map here to share with you guys current conditions. Number 4, long-term discussion. We're looking at warmth, more snow. We'll take a little bit of a peek there, not too far in advance, but just a little bit down the road, what to expect here when all is said and done. So first and foremost, what are we looking at outside currently? As of right around 9-10 a.m., we're seeing wind chills roughly -15 to -20 below zero here. This is the model right around 9 a.m. or so. So right about now, we're seeing these, if you're watching this as this video is released, we're seeing temperatures out there probably at their worst. They'll start gradually improving throughout the day, especially as we get toward Thursday. That's when we're really starting to improve and get out of the wind chills that are negative and below zero. As far as other conditions, though, we have plenty of warnings, either for cold weather advisories or winter storm warnings in effect. Current map is posted on our Facebook page, so if you want to check that out, go there. But overall, we're expecting additional snowfall. So first and foremost, with our snow, it'll start ramping back up today, right around 2-3 p.m. We may still have some snow showers out there lingering now, but it will ramp back up as we move into the afternoon hours, and especially for areas along the West Michigan shoreline. Muskegon North is really the focal point for this. So this is a model through Thursday afternoon. Our forecast takes everything into account from this model to 14 other models to a bunch of variables with wind direction, temperatures, all that jazz. We put out a forecast last night. This is the first time being displayed here on YouTube. We're going with a 5 to 10 zone. Again, this is additional accumulation starting Wednesday afternoon through Thursday. Again, this is all new snow. 5 to 10 in pink areas there from Muskegon all the way up toward the Arcadia area, just to the west of Traverse City, and again up there to the west of Onaway, Gaylord, and Sheboygan areas. If you're in or around, or should I say if you're around the 5 to 10, we're going 3 to 6, as well as 3 to 6 up in the UP, like Newberry, Grand Marais, Sault Ste. Marie, Cedarville, those areas 3 to 6. Over to the west, Ironwood, Ontonagon, Houghton, all 3 to 6 zones. In that medium blue, 2 to 4 is expected, and then in aqua, 1 to 3. Further in the white zones, we are expecting a trace to an inch of snow. We are watching. We're going to upgrade this potentially. We're going to look at some data here. Overall, seems unlikely at this point, but just in case we see some last-minute adjustments, we'll have to make an adjustment if needed. But right now, trace to 1 is your forecast, and upgrade to 1 to 3 is possible, but we should be on the lower end of that spectrum, about an inch or so in spots. It's not going to be a widespread snow at all as this system moves through. So overall, about 24 hours worth of snow left to go. In terms of our cold, we're going to usher in a much warmer air mass for our Thursday. I say warmer, I'm not talking like 40s and 50s. I'm talking like 20s and 30s, because that, compared to these past couple of days, is going to be a big warm up here. Overall today, though, concerns are there for blowing and drifting of snow. We do have gusty winds. Today will be the worst of it all, between 30 and 40 miles per hour. We were talking 20 and 30 the past couple of days. Today, we're looking at 30 to 40 miles per hour. We could see some scattered, or should I say more so isolated power outages, especially along Lake Michigan shorelines. So definitely be prepared for that. It's not a huge concern, but is a concern there with these gusts, especially if we get to closer to 40 or perhaps even 45 isolated. Could definitely see some scattered power outages. I keep saying scattered, I mean isolated. I don't expect widespread outages, just, popping up here and there. Definitely a possibility. Overall concerns are quite minimal, though. But do keep in mind it'll be gusty, blowing snow, drifting snow, whiteout conditions likely in places that will receive the heaviest snow bands. As a result, the trash can window meter is brought back for the day. We're going with a 3 out of 5. Neighbor's yard is the expectation. If we want to go down the road or Canada, we got to see closer to 40 or 50 or even higher than that. But we're going to be kind of solidly in the middle zone here. So if you have loose objects in your yard, go ahead and get them secured. I don't want to see a trash can get lost as a result of today's wind. So do take precautions if you do have loose objects in your yard, like a trash can or anything else that could blow away. In terms of the traffic forecast for today, we're going green for the majority of lower Michigan, unless you're north of Grand Rapids and Muskegon areas. The worst conditions will be tied to the Lake Michigan shoreline from Ludington to Muskegon. Still get some impacts further east, though, so keep that in mind. Going to the north here in northern lower, that red continues up toward the Sheboygan, Mackinac areas. The further east you go, the better conditions become. Up in the UP, as the lake effect snow kicks back up again later today, we're having most of the impacts here, medium impacts, but we do have a couple places that could see some higher impacts, especially in places that do pick up lake effect snow later on this evening. That is your forecast overall for the next couple of hours. We do expect the snow to continue into Thursday, but what does the long term look like? We mentioned on yesterday's video, we could be looking at a system this weekend, Sunday, Monday timeframe. The latest guidance here, we're looking at what we call ensemble models. So it takes 20 models and it kind of spits out what each model thinks. None of the models really have a good handle on this system. It's quite a weak system. It's going to pass off to our south most likely. If that changes, I'll let you guys know. But as of right now, any systems for that Sunday, Monday timeframe are trending unlikely. Last but not least, our favorite slide of the entirety of this forecast is a return to normal temperatures. And again, normal temperatures right now, right around high 20s, low 30s, 28, 29 degrees or so would be about average. Anything above that would show up as a warmer color on this map, which we're seeing a good portion of the United States is going to be above average. And then the west part of the US is going to be back in below average. But to end January, to start February, we are looking at a return to much normal seasonal-like temperatures in the upper 20s and low 30s. And then February is looking quite warm at this point. So overall, we are tracking a lot of stuff here. Nothing set in stone, but we are beginning to see signs that, hey, we could be getting a little bit warmer here. So I don't know if it's the end of winter. I hope it's not. But as a Southeast Michigan snow lover here who's gotten less than probably 5 inches all year, it's getting depressing. So hopefully we can bring some of the snow back here and try to make up perhaps for what we've lost over the past couple of weeks and months here. So either way, appreciate you guys watching this video. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons here on YouTube. They are both free to do. Really appreciate you guys sticking with us as we navigate Michigan's tricky weather here. So overall, stay tuned to the page. We got you guys covered. And that's all I got for you guys. So you guys stay safe. I'll catch you guys tomorrow on another YouTube update video.